the fabrication area where we can make some magnets and we process the materials and
oh wow,
do all sorts of cool stuff. Here's some of the sample magnets that I've been making over the last week. Our own proprietary blend. This is a regular magnet that you'd get from China with a regular epoxy binder.
Mm-hmm.
Try grinding that or milling that. Yeah, right. Try doing one of these. Oh yeah, work every time.
Okay.
This is so we can handle and process some of the neodymium. We purge out the regular air. We put in the argon gas to make it inert, and then it doesn't oxidize while you're processing it. If you're trying to grind it or do anything with it, it will burst and it can flare up like gunpowder or magnesium in the open air if you're not careful. The smaller the particles, so very important that you have it inside of a
that's good to know.
A chamber. Just for fun, try lifting that. It's just
oh my goodness,
it's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. All different types of powders: Alnico, NDFEB, Ferrite 03. We got we're samarium cobalt, all sorts of cool stuff that we can mix in different proportions to see what works best. Bakelite, hate that stuff. It's very messy. More precision scales so that we can see exactly the weights that we need. Again, look at this. You can get this to the 100,000th of a gram. Once it starts up there, 0.00000. And that thing is very accurate. Which
nice.
It's a necessity. Then we can use it on here also to see if the particles are uniform in size, which is another very important aspect. Cool. The big boy, the 100-ton press.
Okay.
This, all of this, and all of this is to function, make that one thing function. This thing had a problem, an analog and a logistic problem for over, it's like 9 months to a year. Could not get this thing to work. Department of Energy got rid of it because somebody messed with the circuitry. They messed one thing up, whole thing wouldn't work. They got rid of it. We fixed it.
Nice.
And
100 tons.
100-ton press encased in an argon chamber. So this was the only one in the U.S. that was encased in the acrylic.
Nice.
And then we have the smaller version here, the 10-ton press for the smaller segments, of which I was, make the rings, and you can make pucks, different sizes and different stuff to see, because they have to be very, very precise. They have to be made according to density, which means you have to tool your own molds and dies and all that stuff. You can't buy what we use. It's just, it doesn't work. Here's a result from earlier today, actually. I just put this on the aluminum blocks as a heat sink to try to, I have to press this out, but there's a nice little magnet puck underneath this. Actually, let's press this out right here. Let's see what we can do. Press that out for a second here. Now we can fit it on there. Beautiful. Yes.
Oh, check that out.
If it'll come off easily. Yay.
Is it magnetized?
No, that's just the material.
Just the material.
And then we have to magnetize that afterward.
Okay, so I'll put this in my photo spectrum analyzer. Do you see that? Okay, now you know what it is.
No YouTube with the video there.
Yeah, you can't even see that.
Don't put this on YouTube, please.
I don't think you can even see it. It's all fuzzy.
Yeah. That's an achievement. Nobody in the world makes these types of magnets, and
that's an interesting way of doing it.
I'm gonna come over here. So let me see how much this weighs. These aren't any to like specific density. This is just a test puck to see what was going on. I started it at 20.2020 and it came out 20.1508. Oh yes. Awesome.
Disgusting.
And then here is some argon chambers I built. If you wanted to build this, if you wanted to buy this box, it'd be like $2,500, $3,000 online. Come on. So we build it ourselves. Little oxygen meter to purge the air out with the argon, and then you measure. I have it at 0.1, always below 1% oxygen. How's it in here? I have some samarium, neodymium. These are neodymium chunks over here. This is neodymium. This is lanthanum, which oxidizes much faster than neodymium. And we're thinking we might use this for mass production because it's even cheaper and gives off it oxidizes even faster and just better in a lot of ways. So don't tell anybody about lanthanum yet, else the markets will shoot up, you know.
Right.
Samarium. I think that stuff looks pretty cool, and that stuff does not oxidize actually. You can leave that out and it won't change. See around here on the base right here. See, it's all powdery from the around the. There you go, down at the bottom there. Yep. See, it's all coating. This is broken down neodymium. Took this big old moon rock of neodymium, this ingot, and I put it in here, which I had to build this chamber, and purge out the air. You put in the argon, and then you grind it up, make it into small stuff.
Interesting.
Then I take that down over there and I particleize it even further in the ball mill. I call it a ball mill because you take these ball bearings, you put it in the chamber, and then put your sample in there, and it spins it and it orbits, and it absolutely pulverizes and crushes it into the fine dust. So you can reduce your particles to very fine, depending upon what you want.
Okay.
And then we take those particles and those processed materials and we smash